Come along with me and Gohan as we do some karting today. Karting is an excellent way to exercise your dog and increase your bond. You want basically a nice ergonomic harness for your dog. There's a bunch of different options, and ideally he would actually have two hooks on the side of his body, but this is a good general all-purpose harness for him. Now, I'm not also using a traditional cart, I'm just using a simple metal wire cart that I can push and control from behind. This allows us a pretty good functionality. With a real cart that requires him to steer, I would have to be a little bit more particular on how I train certain commands. As you can see, he's lining out here. These certain commands that you see being demonstrated keep both me and Gohan safe. Now, you're going to see me slowly ease him up into a stop up ahead. It's actually quite a bit away, but you can have a lot of fun karting. And what I like about karting is it's just another way to add a good exercise regime to your dog, but also, like, everything nowadays is so manufactured and built for easy pleasure. This is something that you see. I'll get him to stop here, and then we're going to churn onto the road, but he's going to go too far ahead, so I'm going to stop him again. I've already checked. You can't see me because this is actually hooked up to the cart, but I'm looking both ways, and so we're off again. Now, this is what I'm saying, is this is messy. This is not clean. The camera's getting messed up. I'm trying to keep the camera in frame. My dog is walking pretty steady. I have to turn it off here. But now that I got it back in frame, actually I took it out so I could watch, and you'll see I make a mistake here because I'm too busy watching the camera and not watching him. Bam, no harm, no foul. So then we got all the way to the grocery store, using a traffic lead with him and just trying to get some good footage of his face, getting him come up to me and stuff like that. I've been using a traffic lead with him recently. It's helped a lot because he's got his harness and traffic lead. This is actually footage from a different day. I'll be completely honest with you. I deleted the footage of me in the grocery store, but this is the same day. Got the cart already, got my groceries. Gohan is nearby. There's people passing by. There's a lot going on right now. This isn't easy for my dog to do, and obviously if your dog's not a service dog, he's not going into the grocery store with you, but there's tons of other places you could cart to with your dog depending on the area you live in. Unfortunately, if you live in certain areas, this might not be an option for you, but hopefully if you live in an area where this is ergonomic and safe for you to do, you're encouraged to give it a try. You don't have to have the perfect equipment right away. The equipment you want to buy for sure are the bungees, a good, again, ergonomic harness, and a cart that's got decent wheels. And you want to just invest in comfortable sneakers as well as you do this. Or maybe you have other pedonic needs. Pediatric? I forget how to say the foot doctor or the fancy word for foot, but maybe you have other needs for your feet. You know yourself the best, but good footwear is probably the best thing to invest in. I wouldn't actually recommend using your nice gear to do this in, like good training gear. I recommend using your older training gear because you're doing dog stuff, so it's probably going to get dirty. But this was a lot of fun, and I'm adjusting the camera here, as you can see. You can see my shadow working on the camera. This was the first time I've ever tried to strap the phone to the camera with this particular tripod configuration, and it was quite the success, I would say. Don't mind my hand in front of the camera. I had a lot of fun filming this, and I'm sure when I got home, Gohan slept really well too, so he was definitely exercised. Now, with karting, you're doing a lot of things. You're doing a lot of things at once, and it also is just rewarding for you in terms of dopamine. If you like to do a little activity in the day, it's not something where I'm focused on the actual how many laps am I doing, how much work am I doing. I'm just trying to get from point A to point B. So the exercise I'm getting here might actually be much higher than what my watch would tell me, because I'm also pushing, pulling, starting, moving around, thinking, right? There's something to be said about how much mental stimulation you're getting when you're doing an exercise, and karting is something where you're definitely going to be thinking. There's definitely moments too, once your dog gets good at it and your dog knows the route, that you can kind of zone out, but that's also dangerous as well. One of the things you got to watch out for is your dog thinking it knows the correct route when you want to go a different way. Gohan is a very stubborn and independent dog when he's working like this, so he thinks that he knows exactly where to go and has no hesitation with deciding a different route, so I have to kind of watch him and slowly from... How do I explain this? I have to watch his body language when I see there's a decision coming up and see if he's making the right decision, but I also like to inform him of the right decision. So if you have any questions or are interested in learning more about karting, you can definitely send a line down below. I appreciate every subscription, every comment, every like. I even, as much as I don't always like the dislikes, I even appreciate the fact that you took the time to feel something enough to get disliked. As we take the turn here, all I can think about is how grateful I am to have a dog. There are so many things that dogs can do with humans, and that's probably like the coolest part about them. I know a lot of people like how cute they are and like how loyal they are, but I like their ability to learn new things and adapt to new circumstances. And when your dog's your best friend, I think that the more activities you can do together, the better. This will keep him nice and tired and content by the time we get home. I'm recording this afterwards, and I can dare say that he is pretty content and tired, but it's important to make sure your dogs are getting healthy exercise and rewarding exercise, and that's the thing is about chasing a ball is there's a lot of injuries that can happen through fast-paced fetching and the typical sort of things that we do with our dogs. Even walking, even though this is an extreme version of walking, this is much more of a cardiovascular muscle event for my dog and will keep his joints healthier over time, especially when it's done this slowly and gently. Although I will encourage my dog to go faster, I actually don't push him to go as fast as possible. And not everyone can go running with their dogs or biking with their dogs, but karting is relatively easy. Even on a high pain day or on a tired day, I can usually, if it's the day for me to go karting, still go karting with my dog. I hope you enjoyed this vlog video. Please leave a comment or a like or a subscription. Woo!